Did you know that the average person spends over 50,000 hours at work over their lifetime, yet a staggering 85% of people worldwide admit to hating their jobs? Think about that for a moment. That's a huge chunk of our lives spent doing something that doesn't fulfill us. Today we're diving deep into the secrets of transforming our work life into something we don't just tolerate, but actually love. This isn't just about career choices. It's about finding joy and purpose in what we do every day. If you've ever felt stuck, unappreciated, or just plain bored with your 9 to 5, this video is for you. Stay with me and let's explore how we can turn those hours into a journey of fulfillment and happiness. Because let's face it, life is too short to spend it in a job you hate. Let's get started on this journey together. Before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, share this with your friends, and make sure to watch the entire video without skipping. You won't want to miss the life-changing insights we're about to uncover together. One, simplify your space and mind. First up, let's dive into the concept of simplifying our environment and thoughts. As Marcus Aurelius, a wise Roman emperor and a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This profound statement underscores the importance of creating a peaceful inner and outer environment. In our fast-paced, always connected world, it's more vital than ever to consciously carve out a serene space and time for ourselves, especially in the evenings when we wind down. Think about it. How often do we spend our evenings glued to screens? Whether it's binge-watching TV shows, scrolling through social media, or being bombarded with emails, it's time to change that habit. As Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, wisely pointed out, the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. So let's make tranquility a priority. Start by creating a calm space in your home. It could be a cozy corner with a comfortable chair, a small meditation space, or just a tidy, clutter-free area that brings you peace. As Marie Kondo, the organizing expert, suggests, the space around us impacts our internal state. Keeping it simple and clutter-free can do wonders for our mental well-being. Now, let's talk about simplifying our thoughts. Marcus Aurelius was a big advocate of finding peace within through reflection and meditation. But remember, meditation doesn't have to be complex. As Jon Kabat-Zinn, the mindfulness guru, says, mindfulness means paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. You can start with just a few minutes of focusing on your breath or practicing gratitude. Jim Rohn, a motivational speaker, once said, "Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present." By simplifying your space and mind, you are actively designing your present for happiness and tranquility. Finally, remember the words of Tony Robbins. It's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives, but what we do consistently. So, make this practice of simplifying your environment and thoughts a consistent part of your evening routine. It's a small step, but as Zig Ziglar pointed out, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Let's take that first step towards a peaceful and tranquil life. 2. Gentle physical activity. Moving on to our next point, let's focus on the importance of gentle physical activity. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and a Roman emperor, emphasized the harmony of mind and body. He understood well that physical activity is not just about maintaining fitness, it's about nurturing overall well-being. As he wisely stated, the object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. In essence, taking care of our body is a way to maintain not just physical health, but mental sanity in a hectic world. In the evenings, it's especially beneficial to engage in gentle physical activities. This could be a short walk in your neighborhood, a session of light stretching, or a calming yoga practice. These activities are not just about burning calories or building muscles. They're about creating a sense of balance and tranquility within yourself. Remember, as the motivational speaker Zig Ziglar once said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So start small, but be consistent." A simple evening walk, for instance, can be incredibly therapeutic. It's a chance to breathe in fresh air, clear your mind, and maybe even witness the beauty of a sunset. As Wayne Dyer, a renowned self-help author, put it, "Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change." When we view physical activity as a form of self-care rather than a chore, our entire perspective shifts. Light stretching or yoga can also be an excellent way to wind down. Tony Robbins, a famous life coach, has often spoken about the power of physical movement to change emotional states. By engaging in these activities, we're not just loosening up our muscles, we're also releasing the mental tension accumulated throughout the day. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, once remarked, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." By integrating gentle physical activities into our evening routine, we're taking a step towards enjoying the present moment, caring for our bodies, and preparing ourselves for a restful night, setting the stage for a brighter tomorrow. 3. Reflect on your day. Now let's delve into the art of reflection, a key practice endorsed by Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor. Aurelius, in his meditations, repeatedly emphasized the significance of self-reflection. He believed in the power of introspection as a tool for personal growth and understanding. As he wisely stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote highlights the importance of focusing on our internal responses and learning from them, rather than being overly fixated on external circumstances. Self-reflection, especially in the quiet of the evening, can be a deeply rewarding experience. It's a time to think back on your day, not with a critical or harsh mindset, but with the aim of understanding and nurturing your personal development. As the motivational speaker Jim Rohn famously said, "Take time to gather up the past so that you will be able to draw from your experiences and invest them in the future." Reflection is about taking stock of our experiences and using them as stepping stones to a better tomorrow. Ask yourself questions like, what moments today made me happy? Where did I struggle? And what can I learn from that? Remember, this isn't about self-criticism. It's more about having a constructive conversation with yourself. As Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, put it, "I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions." By reflecting on your day, you're making a conscious decision to learn and grow. Marcus Aurelius also advocated for the practice of examining one's actions and thoughts, seeing this as integral to personal growth. In a similar vein, Wayne Dyer, a self-help author and motivational speaker, once remarked, "When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. This perspective shift is what reflection can bring about. It allows us to view our actions and experiences through a lens of learning and understanding rather than judgment and regret. Furthermore, reflection can also serve as a form of gratitude practice. As Tony Robbins says, "When you are grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears." By reflecting on the positive aspects of your day, you cultivate a mindset of gratitude and abundance, which can profoundly impact your overall outlook on life. 4. Think of your role models. Moving on to our fourth point, let's talk about role models and inspiration. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, often reflected on the qualities of individuals he admired. He believed in the power of emulating virtuous characteristics found in others. As he said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This idea isn't about copying someone else, but rather drawing inspiration from their qualities to enhance our own lives. Every night, take a moment to think about someone who inspires you. It could be a historical figure, a contemporary leader, a family member, or even a fictional character. The key is to identify what specific qualities in them resonate with you. Is it their kindness, their resilience, their work ethic, or their ability to overcome challenges? Reflect on this and ask yourself, how did I embody these qualities today? This practice aligns well with what motivational speaker Jim Rohn said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." By regularly reflecting on the qualities of those we admire, we start to internalize those traits. It's not just about admiration, it's about transformation. Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, spoke about the importance of beginning with the end in mind. When you think of your role models, you're essentially envisioning the person you want to become. This vision guides your actions and decisions towards that ideal. Remember, as Tony Robbins emphasizes, setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. By considering your role models and their qualities, you're setting goals for the kind of person you want to be. It's a powerful exercise in shaping your character and life direction. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, taught that we should concern ourselves with what is within our power to change. Reflecting on role models and aiming to emulate their positive traits is definitely within our control. It's a proactive way to shape our character and actions. 5. Gain a bigger perspective. Let's explore our fifth point, gaining a bigger perspective. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, often emphasized the importance of seeing beyond the immediate. He believed in understanding one's role in the grand scheme of things. As he put it, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote underlines the significance of focusing on what we can control, our perspective and reaction to life's events, rather than the events themselves. Each night, give yourself the opportunity to step back and view your life from a broader perspective. Reflect on your place in the world and consider how your daily actions contribute to a larger narrative. This practice can provide a powerful context for understanding your life's journey and can transform the way you perceive daily challenges. Jim Rohn, a renowned motivational speaker, once said, "If you don't like how things are, change it. You're not a tree." This idea of change begins with how we view our circumstances. When we look at our lives from a wider lens, we often find that what seemed like major issues are just small bumps in the road. Furthermore, considering our actions in relation to the world can imbue our daily lives with a sense of purpose. As Stephen Covey famously stated, "Begin with the end in mind." By adopting a bigger perspective, we align our daily actions with our larger life goals, ensuring that we're moving in the direction we truly desire. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, advised that we should not concern ourselves with things beyond our control. This viewpoint is crucial when gaining a broader perspective. It reminds us to focus our energy on what we can influence and to find peace with what we cannot. Gaining a bigger perspective also involves acknowledging and accepting the natural flow of life. As Wayne Dyer wisely stated, "When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change." This shift in perspective can bring about a profound sense of calm and understanding, helping to alleviate the stress of daily worries. Tony Robbins, a well-known life coach, often talks about the power of shifting perspective to change our emotional and mental state. By looking at our life and its events from a more holistic viewpoint, we can often find new solutions to problems and gain a deeper understanding of our journey. 6. Cherish time with loved ones. Next, let's talk about cherishing time with loved ones, a practice deeply valued by Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius. He knew the importance of family and friends in one's life. As Aurelius wisely stated, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." In this context, it suggests that amidst the chaos of life, being present and kind with our loved ones is a way to rise above daily struggles and negativity. In our fast-paced world, it's essential to make conscious efforts to connect with those we care about. Sharing a meal, engaging in a heartfelt conversation, or simply enjoying each other's company are fundamental ways to nurture these relationships. Remember, as motivational speaker Les Brown says, "Love and action are what make it a good life." Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, emphasized the fleeting nature of life, which makes the time we spend with our loved ones even more precious. He said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This sentiment underscores the importance of making the most of the moments we share with family and friends. Jim Rohn, a prominent motivational speaker, once remarked, "Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time." This quote highlights the irreplaceable value of the moments we spend with our loved ones. It's not about the quantity of time, but the quality of those interactions that truly counts. Stephen Covey, the author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, talked about the concept of emotional bank accounts, suggesting that regular positive interactions with loved ones are like deposits into an emotional savings account, which build and strengthen these relationships over time. Tony Robbins, a well-known life coach, emphasizes the importance of gratitude and presence in relationships. He suggests that by being fully present with our loved ones, we create deeper connections and more fulfilling interactions. 7. Plan for tomorrow. Finally, let's focus on planning for tomorrow, a principle highly regarded by Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers. Aurelius, in his profound wisdom, understood the value of preparedness and foresight. He once said, "Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present." This quote encapsulates the essence of being prepared. It's about equipping ourselves today for whatever tomorrow may bring. Planning for the next day can be as simple as laying out your clothes, prepping your breakfast, or jotting down your top priorities. These small acts of preparation can significantly impact how smoothly your morning unfolds. As motivational speaker Zig Ziglar put it, "Success occurs when opportunity meets preparation." By preparing the night before, you're setting the stage for a successful, stress-free start to your day. Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, emphasized the importance of being proactive, which includes planning and preparing. He believed that by taking charge of our actions, we shape our future. Laying the groundwork the night before is a proactive approach to life. Jim Rohn, a renowned business philosopher, once said, "Either you run the day or the day runs you." By planning for tomorrow, you take control of your day from the very beginning. This approach can help mitigate morning chaos and set a positive tone for the rest of the day. Additionally, planning for tomorrow is not just about logistical preparations, it's also about mental readiness. Tony Robbins, a prominent life coach, often talks about the power of setting intentions. When you plan your day, you're also setting an intention for what you want to achieve and how you want to feel. Marcus Aurelius also believed in the power of starting the day with a clear mind. He said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This perspective highlights the importance of greeting each day with gratitude and a sense of purpose, which can be fostered through thoughtful planning. And there you have it, 7 transformative steps to enrich your life, inspired by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy and today's most influential motivational thinkers. Remember, each day is a new canvas, a fresh opportunity to paint your masterpiece of a life. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." So, cherish these moments, these practices, and watch how they beautifully unfold into a life well lived, a life of purpose, peace, and fulfillment. Before you go, I invite you to dive deeper into this journey of self-discovery and improvement. Check out the playlist on the screen for more insights and inspiration. Together, let's continue to grow, learn, and transform. Click on the playlist, continue this incredible journey, and remember, in the words of Jim Rohn, your life does not get better by chance, it gets better by change. Make that change today. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep striving for greatness.